each guy in their own way contributed to this win tonight. It's important that we understand how hard it is to play college basketball and how appreciative everybody should be of all these guys' efforts, whether it's 4 years for Mitch or 2 years for guys like Phil, CJ, Booman, and 1 year for Troy. That's the nature of how college basketball is nowadays. These guys have given everything they can. We have 19 wins. We just won our last home game here tonight, and with a really tough effort, down a couple players, obviously. I know you know that. So great win, and proud of all these guys for sticking together all season long.
Did you feel like you had to do, I mean, it's senior night already, but you got a couple guys down. Do you feel like you got to take it even more in your hands?
I mean, no, I figured that. I mean, I feel like we came out and played the same way we've been playing for a minute now. So I mean, when guys go down, I don't feel like I need to do too much. I just stick to doing what I've been doing for the longest and getting guys involved and just playing the right way. So that's why I just went out there and I played the right way.
For you and Troy, how is it different having Gio play more meaningful minutes?
I mean, it could be a little different, but I'm used to playing off the ball. I done played off the ball a lot last year. So, I mean, I come in, I let them run off the ball and things like that. So it ain't nothing really too different. We practice with each other. I mean, we're a team, so we practice with each other. So we all know how each other play and things like that.
Yeah, what Booman said, like he's another point guard that can create for somebody else or create for himself. And we just got more people who can handle the ball on the court and give other people shots or get their own shots. And like Booman said, we practice with each other every day. So we used to playing with him.
You feel like with you three on the floor that kind of, you guys can play a little bit faster than usual?
I mean, with any of our guards, I feel like we could play fast, but Gio came in, he did a great job of controlling the game, controlling his tempo, and going at his own pace. And he came in and did a great job, brought us a lot of energy off the bench.
Yeah.
Phil, how did getting some fouls early, did it affect how you were playing, or did you just try to keep playing the same way and be a little more careful?
Honestly, I have nothing to say towards that question. I'm just happy we got the win on senior night. This is something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. So I've enjoyed playing with these guys, and we're going to come back Friday and be better. So.
What was it like in the standing ovation after you fouled out?
I ain't even noticed, honestly.
It's not small.
Yeah, I was kind of upset with myself, so I mean, I didn't even notice. But I mean, it's been a great 2 years. I enjoyed every moment I've been here. I made the right decision coming here. So, but it's not over yet. So we play Friday and then Monday. So, yeah.
Antonio, coming down the stretch at the end of the game, you were taking the ball at the court, and you had this and one. It kind of felt like. Did it feel like the end of an era, and it felt like you were just going out at the MAC the right way?
I mean, yeah, it's always good going out on a win, especially against the #1 team. I mean, it felt good doing it with my brothers. I mean, even though C went there, I still had a thought in my head that we was gonna go out there and do it for him because he's been with us. He's been with us this whole year and last year, so he's been with us. So I just felt like we had to do it for him.
And just to add to that, we are going to probably play Monday, and I think it's going to be at home. So hopefully everybody who enjoyed themselves tonight at the game will come support us because that's the most important game for us coming up. Obviously Friday's Friday, but Monday's the MAC tournament, and we're going to need, we had a great crowd tonight, and we're going to need those folks here Monday to help us get to Cleveland.
What's this say about the team? I mean, you guys have had your ups and downs this year, but you just swept Bowling Green and you got Akron once.
I mean, it shows how tough we are and how much of a team we are. Every time we have a big game, I feel like we step up, not just one person, we step up like as a group. Our whole group step up collectively, so I feel like it shows how tough and together we are because we always stay together through them tough moments.
Mitch, 30 minutes of kind of doing what you do out there tonight. How did it feel in your last game?
It was great, yeah. More I play, I don't care. I like playing a lot of minutes, but, it's March now, so it's all business from here on out, once we start MAC tournament play, it's surviving in advance, so that's the mindset.
Okay,
Any
Phil.
questions for players?
Great. Thanks, guys.
Last press conference, media conference. Yeah.
All right, what do we got, fellas?
Troy had a big three there.
Yeah.
Danny did what, had some issues or whatever you want to call that, but then got through there and you're still up, but they're kind of coming at you.
Yeah.
That got a 3-point play.
Yeah, two big plays. You know, we had really worked on with how they guard quick ball reversals. We got it at Bowling Green about 4 times where it went bang, bang, extra pass, wide open one, whether you make it or not. It wasn't quite as open, Troy's, but it was a rhythm 3, and I know he didn't shoot it great tonight percentage-wise, but it was a big one, and it was one we really, really needed at that point. And then Travell, Nunu, he played great all night. I mean, he was, you know, him, Gio, Evan, those 3 guys off the bench, you know, really, really had a positive impact on the game for our team, and really proud of those guys and sticking through some adversity because it's not always easy. Gio hadn't played in a number of games, and quite honestly, if CJ and Anthony were able to play, he wouldn't have played tonight, but he stayed he stayed ready. And tonight he had a huge impact, and same with our numbers up front. Phil got in foul trouble early. He picked up 2 fouls in the first minute, so Evan had to play, and he went in. He got an offensive rebound early. You know, he missed a bunny. Guys were on him, but he stayed with it. He competed, and then at the end of the half, he had that dunk, which, you know, proud of him for being able to stick with it because it's not always easy when you don't know if you're going to play.
Rob, you always talked about the start of the second half.
Yeah.
Again, it seemed like when Turner made those 7 points.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah, we know how good he
Yeah.
is. But did you feel that there was a shift in the momentum again at that time?
Yeah.
When it went to 47-41?
Yeah, you know, it got close. And we really wanted to start the second half making sure we didn't foul early because that's really hurt us. That hurt us in the Buffalo game. Started the second half. We committed a lot of fouls early, and they were in the bonus for a great deal of the second half. So it was defend without fouling. Turner made some tough shots. He made some pull-ups. He's an elite player, and you got to live with something, right? So, you know, hats off to him. He's had a really good season, obviously, but our guys sort of stuck through it, stayed with it. We made a couple plays when we needed to. It never got. I didn't think it got closer than 6. Am I right? I don't think it did.
5.
Yeah, 5 was the closest it got.
5 at the 14-20.
Yeah, and then we were able to make a couple plays and get it back out to double figures. So, to me, our players deserve a lot of credit for that.
Even with the foul trouble, were you surprised that you could you held your own against Plowden? You only had 10.
Yeah,
9 points.
you know what? Danny did a great job tonight. You know, the first time we played them, Danny was in foul trouble the entire game and really struggled. You know, he knows Plowden's considered one of the best front court guys in the league, plays his position, and Danny was certainly up for the game. Not that Danny competes at all times, but he was really on point tonight, and I think he scored a lot of baskets inside Danny, which really helps him and it helps our team out as well. And then he also made some huge threes like he always does.
Last season, at around this time, one player came into his own. That was Anthony Roberts.
Yeah.
Do you feel that Travell is that type of play? That in progression
Yeah.
coming into
You know,
the tournament?
he's played better and better over the last few weeks. So, and he's played more consistent minutes. You know, I think for a lot of guys, when you know you're going to play, it makes it a little bit easier than when you're not sure. So, you know, he knows he's going to play. He really tonight helped us a great deal. The offensive rebound off the missed free throw sort of iced the game, I think. He just made a lot of big plays for us, and he's contributed in a really big way. I'm happy for him, and obviously I think he wanted, just like everybody, to send our seniors out with a win on senior night.
Friday night, the ancient enemy again, the second time.
Yeah, Friday's just a game right now. Yeah, I mean, honestly, and that's, look, it's,
talk about it.
yeah, we'll talk about Friday, like, under different circumstances for us. I don't know, if we can get a bye, I don't know how all the scores, then it becomes a real important game. I know our fans really want that win, but we beat them at home. I'm worried about Monday, and that's just being quite honest with you. Like, we're going to play as hard as we can. Tonight we played with a tremendous amount of free spirit, not worrying about stuff. And that's how we're going to play Friday, win or lose. I think we're playing Monday. Am I right? Do you guys know? Yeah, we're playing Monday.
I would assume it's
It's not,
Yeah.
pretty, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to play Monday, and I'm going to be honest with you that I like at the end of the day in this league, you followed this league for a long, long time. Somebody's going to win the regular season championship. That's great, and they deserve all the accolades. We've won our share of them too. Next week's what matters, right? And winning tonight, I think, was really important for us. I thought Friday night against Ohio, we played really, really hard that night. We had a couple breaks go against us. We had a chance. The ball, it was a loose ball with a minute to go. It went right through Boomman's hands. If that went 100 times, he's going to steal that 99 times out of 100. We found out 10 minutes before the game that Anthony wasn't playing. Danny got kicked out of the game. I got a technical foul. So there was a lot of stuff that went against us, and we still had a chance to win on the road against a team who's playing well. To be able to bounce back tonight against, one of the best teams in the league, I think is with our bench being short. I think it says a lot about our character. And now, next week. That's when you just, you're playing for the NCAA tournament.
Coach Evan Bainbridge had some
Yeah.
minutes in this game. Could you just talk about?
Yeah, happy for him. Again, same thing. Him and Gio haven't played in a while. Evan's gained 25 pounds this year. In reality, I should have redshirted him. If I knew Danny was going to play all year, I would have. But we didn't know. And you got to make those decisions. The way this NCAA works, if for basketball, football, I could have redshirted him after 6 games. Basketball, you can't. You got to make that decision after the 2 exhibition games. At that point, Evan was sort of in the rotation, and you didn't know if Danny was going to be able to play the full season. So he's had some challenges getting on the court. He stuck with it. Tonight he had an opportunity because Phil was in foul trouble. Really happy for him that he was able to contribute on these guys' senior nights. That's really what it comes down to. It's for the 5 guys that were here, and he was able to contribute and help them get a win.
What's up with CJ?
He's been suspended. It's a university deal. It's a university policy. That's really all I can say about it, and we'll see when he's back.
I overheard, talking to Danny, and Danny is a very emotional person, as you know.
Yeah, I know.
Told him to, you said you have to keep
Your composure. Yeah.
Are you worried about that at all?
Every game you worry about that with Danny, right? I mean, that's part of why he plays. That's part of what makes him a good player is he plays with a chip on his shoulder, and he's competitive. But you got to find a way to foster that competitiveness into not hurting yourself or the team. And, he picked up a foul. He picked up a technical. I don't think he was trying to get in the kid's face, but maybe he was. Listen, I don't doubt it. The call's a call. But then when he picked up that offensive foul, I had to get him out because he needed to calm down, and I needed to calm down.
Do you believe your team plays this well, like tonight and many other nights this season, they'll make the NCAA tournament?
Well, we got to do it. We're going to have to do it for 4 straight, right? We're going to have to do it next Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, can we do that? Yeah, I think we can. Momentum in March is a weird thing, right? And how you're playing and how guys are contributing. March is a special month. Seeing Evan Bainbridge come out there, you guys wouldn't even know that he had a jersey on. You might have thought he just had warm-ups on for the last month, right? So to see him come out on this night, shoot, we may need him next Monday. He may have to come, and Phil may get in foul trouble. We may need him to contribute again. He got an offensive rebound on his first possession on the court. That's what March is about. That's what the whole month is about. It's about those type of stories. We're going to have every opportunity to create one of those stories, but at the same time, there's a sense of urgency in that you lose your mind, like Danny, for a possession, or you're out of it for a possession because you're frustrated. You could also end your season. That's how it works. Teams are finishing their year tonight because of plays that mess a team up. So we just got to keep our minds in the right place. Our competitive spirit tonight, ridiculous, unbelievable competitive spirit by everybody, and find a way to stick together.
Evan dunked with about 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
It was the first time a player scored. It wasn't Bluman, Danny,
Yeah.
Tervel. I mean, how was that first half different?
Yeah, I don't even know that I would have known that if you didn't just tell me that. But those guys played really well in the first half. Danny was great. Booman was great. Troy hadn't scored in the first half either, huh? Yeah, well, look, that was a big bucket. It was I think again our guys, if you saw the bench, they were happier for Evan and for the team than Evan was, because he comes every day. He practice. It's not easy to come practice hard every day, trudge down to the weight room every day. Like I said, he's gained 25 pounds. That's not easy to do when you don't you haven't had your number called in a month, right? So that's not easy to do. And he had missed a bunny earlier, and the guys were on him, and they were on him about it. But he was playing hard. He was trying to contribute. He'd gotten an offensive rebound. His defense was pretty good in terms of big bodies. So good for him. And I think again, when you see the bench like that, those things are important this month. Like, they're important all year, but this month, those things are important. So to see these guys as excited as they were, for him to contribute, for Gio to contribute, for Beck Nunu to contribute, I think it means a lot, and hopefully we can continue with that momentum.
After Danny tweaked his
Ankle.
or whatever, I mean, what's that say about him to stay in the game?
Hey, he's a tough kid. Listen, how he stayed in it, how he's played all year. Like, he's going to probably, I think he's going to need surgery on one of his knees right after the season. Like, it's been all year for him. So he spends an hour and a half, 2 hours every day in the training room. Some days he doesn't have quite as much pop. He would never tell you that. I'm telling you that. And some days, like tonight, he has a lot of juice in his legs. And his energy level was great. His competitiveness is always the same. It's always there. And then there's times where it just needs to be channeled a little bit better. But he's a competitive kid, and again, he wants to win. And we're playing the best team in the league, or they were, and he's playing against an all-conference type forward. He wants to show that he's an all-conference type forward.
How close was Anthony playing?
He tried to go through shoot around. He struggled, and we'll see where he's at later this week. We'll see. I'm not gonna hold him. If he can play Friday, he's gonna play. If he can't, he can't. Like, that isn't. I don't even decide that. That's decided by our trainer and the player. I do not get involved in that one bit. Like, I didn't talk to Anthony about playing really since Friday. So. Those things are decided by people other than myself, and I'm not gonna. We're gonna play Friday to win. Like, so if he tweaked his ankle, if Danny can play, he's playing. Danny can't play, he's not playing. I'm assuming he's gonna play, but if Anthony can play, he's playing. If he can't play, then we'll wait till Monday, and hopefully he can play Monday if he can't play Friday. But he'll get treatment tomorrow. I'm worried about Troy. He's sick again. He's got the flu or something, like back-to-back weeks. He's been sick, so he's got to get his rest. And obviously, Boomman's playing a ton of minutes here, so he's got to get his rest, and we got to get ourselves right for next week.
Coach, how is this senior class that's leaving this season compared to past?
Yeah, you guys, they're all different. Every year is a different group, and last year with Jalen Walker, Jalen Avery, two guys that have been with me for 4 years, and two of the best to ever play here at their position, and A.K. Frederick, who really didn't play at all as a junior and then came back and was a huge part of this year. AK's mom was here tonight, which is awesome. The fact that she would come back for another group senior night, that to me is what Kent's about. Each group is different, and these guys have sort of a completely different group, and there's some times where I'm more frustrated with this group, and then there's some times where this group does things that the other group can't do. So, there's all sorts of dynamics on each team, but it's not easy to play college basketball. It's not easy to play Division I basketball. It's not easy to play here at Kent. We've got 19 wins, and there's some people that are disappointed. Like, that's not easy to do. That's not easy to win 19 games. There's a lot of teams that haven't won 19 games in 6 years, 7 years. So there's pressure on these guys when they come in. Like, there's a lot. It's different than a lot of places. So I'm proud of all of them.
Any more questions for Coach?
Okay, thank you.